Hey everyone, Steve here. Oh, let's see, broadcasting from Coronado National Forest. Looking at Mount Wrighton right now. Just doing a just doing a check-in. Just doing a check-in. Did Dr. Stephen Greer's yeah, so this will be a practice run. How do I look? Oh my goodness, so much. So much. Letting go. Letting go of old limitations. Let me take my hat off. Letting go. Letting go of influences. Letting go of being under the influence of others, of other humans. Letting go of being under the influence of other humans. Uh, Basically, because you cannot fix a system with the same brain that made it, the same consciousness that made it. I'm not. Yeah. So that's quoting someone there. Could be Einstein, whatever. It doesn't matter so much. So reaching for higher consciousness is necessary. It's basic. Basic. It must be. Higher consciousness must be. I was looking at the salamander over here. There's a salamander against a tree over here. Exact same color as the bark. That's what they change colors. Looking at there's some ants over here that it's like, why do they do what they do? You know, ecological awareness, like Alan Watts says, that's when we pay attention closely to nature. The leaves springing up, it's like, what's going on here? It's like, and the higher my consciousness is, um, the more wonder, the more joy I experience. You could call it like I did the CE5, the CE5 protocol last night. Well, not all of it, but there's a lot to it. Dr. Stephen Greer's doing his meditations, and very helpful, very enlightening. Just very simple, very simple. Being a spiritual being is basic. It's spiritual, energetic. Everything is energy. There are underpinnings to everything. It's basic. Excuse me, basic knowledge. Everything is energy. Everything has to be energy. And to think that something created this, trillions of cells, and whatever consciousness, senses. Um, it's it's stunning to think about. The human brain can't really, can't really think about it for very long. I lose words like I'm doing right now, and so just higher experience. We have there are different levels of experience. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's fife or recorder in the distance playing. It's like Celtic music, just amazing. So I am yeah, I'm putting a plug in for Dr. Stephen Greer's meditations. Firstly, the meditations that he does, that he guides, guiding us back to our source, guiding us back to our source, and really, call it God, call it source, call it the beginning, call it the Big Bang, whatever, doesn't matter. So, and that we live in a universe full of galaxies, trillions and trillions, probably infinite. infinite, and that life is everywhere. Again, basic information. Looking at the insects flying around. You know, saw a dragonfly. Dragonfly lands on me or something. I'll say, hey, how's it going? Talk to it and just dig it. Just dig it. Just be here and dig it. Like Alan Watts says, he's had a big influence on me too. So, simple. The truth is simple and it's stranger than fiction. There has to be higher consciousness to have created this consciousness. And like the meditations, like on YouTube, his mantra meditations for making ET contact. It's yeah, it creeped me out. It's like I don't want to, I'm afraid of the unknown. Afraid, as a child, I was afraid of the dark. I saw, the whatever monsters, creeping around, whatever. Just like I was, and um, just very, very vulnerable. I felt like like this is like I am. I'm a vulnerable type, anyways. So opening myself up to the idea, that there's you know, in an infinite universe out there, possibly, in here, we're all space. It's hard to talk about, but it's possible to experience. So experiencing that higher state it's very freeing. It feels very good, and there's a necessity, like Dr. Greer says, that we do this, that we expand our consciousness. Really, it starts with me. It starts with the individual, raising a consciousness, because I can't fix the world. I can't go out there and fix politics and fix the wars and the homelessness and it's just it's too much. So, anyways, we've been hearing it for decades. The New Age movement, right? We're body, mind, and spirit. Thoughts are things. Thoughts create reality. And I first heard that, it was like, God help us, because there is no way I'm gonna that I felt that I thought I could control my thought, my thinking. That's ridiculous. So for me, the answer has been light work, light body activation. It's been meditation, guided meditations. Lately, Dr. Stephen Greer's, he's got, it's hard to talk about. Just he brings us back to where we came from, as it were. Very simple, expanded state, like we've had, like we can have at any moment during a regular day. And, looking at a beautiful, right now I'm looking at Mount Wrighton. I'm in Arizona, Coronado National Forest. It's awesome. It's one, there's snow up there, and um, so wonderment. And if I were here, just worry, 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 thinking about myself, da 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 da, it wouldn't be as a joyful experience. So that's what meditation does for me. It just expanding, just becoming more aware. I can sit back. Oh yeah, there's music playing over there, and there's a beautiful sunshiny day. The mountain, look at the mountains, and so higher consciousness, asking for help. That's huge. I was brought up. I'm sure we're all largely, most of us brought up to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. Don't ask for help. Don't be weak. Don't be weak. Don't be vulnerable. Nose to the grindstone. It's all that very unhelpful stuff for me. I've had to really, it's been a, what, break through that pride, I suppose. That's a prideful thing. Whatever, be strong, be prideful. So anyway, breaking through that ego, it's huge. And being willing to ask for help. I did the tones last night. There's all kinds of stuff. With Dr. Greer's CE5, the tones, the meditations. The tones were, I found them eerie. It was like, oh God, this is just this eerie, and it strikes a chord within me, right? It's kind of these eerie tones. It's like it's something right out of Twilight Zone, which I always avoided watching. I maybe saw a couple episodes, just all that weird paranormal stuff. It struck, it strikes something in me that must be, it's some kind of reality. It's right. It's like, oh, this is too real. It's like, oh, I don't, just rather go back to the fantasy of daily life, right? Big fantasy of, oh gosh, the reality that that I call reality. So the message really asking for help. Angels, I've been getting just online. Um, the Awakening You channel, they channel, Archangel Michael, and it's like, hey, why not? Why not? They call it the Spirit of Life channel. I googled it and did not get what they whatever. So, but anyways, Awakening You channel the angels, and you know we need that right now. I strongly suggest that we ask for help, ask the angels. Decades been here. We have spirit guides. We spirit guides, angelic guides. Ask for help, asking, and they show up. So this is decades of experience of Native American. You have spirit guide. There's Celtics. The devas and the nature spirits, which I enjoy. Just again, just it's simple. It's not like, oh, there's the ironwood bush deva. Oh my God, bow and reverence, whatever. No, it's just dig the energy. Everything's energy. We name things. So it's nice to look at things, to observe out there as well as in here. That's what the meditations do. There's a whole universe within. I began writing a book, tried to write a book back in the 90s, 1994, no, 92, whatever, called The Inner Sage. I had a feeling there's something inside coming out. What's coming out? This creativity. We all carry everything. A multiverse with us. Multidimensional. I mean, just on a very basic level, we're multidimensional. I have a thought life. I have an emotional life, material life. Spiritual life. Meditative life. Imagination. Like Einstein says, imagination is more important than knowledge. And being able to be still, and is huge in today's world. I'm gonna wrap it up at 15 minutes. Ask for help. Be still. Know that you are God. Love and light.